minutes away. All right, let's head to the Gold Coast. So Ice Bucket Thomas Huet on board. He's there at the coast this afternoon.
Yeah, the French jockey, but the sixes they've backed with tab.com.au. Just letting you know, the six, Just Keep Giving, it's 6.50 into fives.
It's firmed up 1.5 points on track, has done the reverse. It's 5 out 1.5 points to 6.50. Moving in, race 3, let's head to Steve Hawkins.
Groovy Girl or Groovy Gal. So the three that caught the eye, Ice Bucket, who's been the best back runner, as I Doubt I Can moves up. Sebring City, a first starter, a filly by Sebring from City Eye to Marsky Mare, looked really well. And Groovy Gal, I noticed a few prominent owners in the part ownership of Groovy Gal. Now we're about ready to go here. Moving up here is Lady Bryce. She goes in. She was a bit fractious on the way to the gates. Just Keep Giving is out of line. Ice Bucket, nice tight by in the DM. Gary Moore bringing a couple of charges here. He's got Rockford in the last race. Here we go with Sebring City moving up. Ice Bucket, Groovy Gal. We've got Claire Delores by Wonderful World from Weekend in Paris, prepared by Craig Cousins. Craig does a great job with these horses. They always look very well. Ippy Girl, and what's this one here? Is this Groovy Gal? It is. They're getting set. They're getting set here. Ice Bucket has been the medium of strong support. 440, 460, 350. That's in 3 calls. So I can tell you the money's arrived.
All right, so that is the Gold Coast running late. Rambwick coming up 2.5 minutes away.
Hello. Claire Delores is now wanting to get going. Riders out of the saddle. Ippy Girl goes up into line. Gee, a few of these are cantankerous. We're waiting on one more. Waiting on one more. Oh dear. Claire Delores about to move up. Ice Bucket. That's what I think I need. 340 now, in from 460. We're set to run. We'll keep an eye on Ice Bucket. I'm not sure as Thomas Huet's ridden here before, but it's an awkward gate from there. We'll just keep an eye on him. He's sitting back on the gates, Ice Bucket. Light is on. We're set to run. We're racing. He was slow out, Ice Bucket. He's trying to muster speed in the early part of the race. Slippery Saga began brilliantly. Lady Bryce, Ice Bucket is out in a hurry. Groovy Gal. AP Girls around the outside in the early part, then followed by in the early part of the race was Sebring City. Lara Bill's got up in the inside to make good ground. Just Keep Giving, I Doubt I Can. And Claire Delores at the back of the field. The leader is Slippery Saga. Out wide on the track there. Moving up was Groovy Gal and Ice Bucket. Then followed just behind those then was Lara Bill. That's Groovy Gal back in fifth spot. In fact, the Nippy Girl, followed by Sebring City, starting to track home okay. I Doubt I Can, Just Keep Giving. And Claire Delores, they about to turn the bend here. The inside, Slippery Saga, Lady Bryce. Now Ice Bucket on the outside. Hewitt's about to go for home at the 250 metre mark. And the Sydney Sider went for home now. Ice Bucket in front. Groovy Gal on the outside's after it, but Ice Bucket just in front of her. Groovy Gal with 100 metres to go. Ice Bucket's pulling out plenty. Huet sits down and rides hands and heels. The Sydney Sider will win. Ice Bucket won a length and 3/4. Groovy Gal. Third's gone to Slippery Saga. Fourth, I Doubt I Can, Sebring City or Just Keep Giving, Ippy Gal. Lara Bing then followed by Claire Delores, and Lady Bryce was rearward. Well, they put the money on him and he's got the cash. They put up a big price about the winner, Ice Bucket. Racing Sydney, and Ice Bucket has got the cash. Gary Moore here on track today. He's been a regular visitor to the Gold Coast over many, many seasons when his dad was alive, the great George Moore, and Gary's pretty excited about it too, and rightly so. Ice Bucket is the winner. 104.41, which is a reasonable run. 1 1/4 both ways. Numbers are up. It's 2, 9, 3 and 5. 2, 9, 3 and 5. 2, 9, 3 and 5. 34.99 is the split. And Ice Bucket has been able to win the race. And Gary Moore's down trackside to make sure he comes back. Owners by KK So, a 3-year-old brown going to buy the Deem from Keys. Gary Moore, Thomas Huey is the winning rider. 9 is second, Groovy Gal. A filly by Excites and Grooves, Matt Dunn, Chris Whiteley.
Ice Bucket wins there at the Gold Coast. Thomas Huey went up to ride it. No doubt Gary and Thomas discuss everything in French, because I know Gary speaks good French and Thomas is French. So that'll be an interesting conversation. $3.40 and $1.60. Groovy Gal $2.60 and Slippery Saga third $3.20. So 2, 9 and 3 are the numbers at the Gold Coast race 3. Now to Avon.